Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today is Subscriber Sample Saturday. My mind just shut off. Did you see me?
Yeah, I see that.
I absolutely had a thing like, what am I doing? So there you go. I nailed that intro right there. I nailed
I'm
it.
not even much help either.
So Subscriber Sample Saturday. Thank you. This one is brought to you courtesy of Danny Dodd. Thank you once again, Danny, for sending all these in. And it's lucky number 8, in case you're wondering which one we're doing today. So Danny was nice enough to send in a bunch of samples, and he sent a key on the other side so we can actually try to do it. So we usually try to guess the type, the proof. We go with a price, whether or not we think it's finished. Make a little game out of it. See how good we are when it comes down to it. I don't think we're doing horrible in this game, except for the.
I think we did
maybe
one.
The things.
Not pretty close, I thought.
No, that's what I mean. Like
A couple
there was
times
one I
we
was
were
just
like,
broken. one I was nowhere near any of the stuff. But we'll see what happens. But he sent a bunch of all different stuff in, so it's a fun little game, and this is not easy to do.
And different meaning, not even just bourbon, whiskey. He threw in rum. He threw in.
And we had a rye one time.
An Irish.
Yeah. That's what it was. An Irish. Sorry.
I'm not sure if this might not be.
I want to roll this on here. I see where you're going with that. It's not screaming out of the glass right now.
No, but a quick guess would be I'm leaning that way.
The problem being is I just had Mike. I made fresh pizza dough downstairs, so I've been smelling this pizza dough all day, and that just gave me the vibe again. Like I'm getting the vibe off of it.
It was fair. I was in that in Irish land.
Yeah.
Kinda. But the taste is.
It's a little proof to this, or is it just me today?
Not outrageous. I don't think it's outrageous.
I don't think it's outrageous either, but
I don't think we're over 100.
You don't think so?
No.
That was my first sip, so
my first sip.
Yeah,
I don't think that was.
I don't know. It had it was tasty.
Are you leaning over the pond?
I'm either that or it's going to be one of them fresh baked bread bourbons. I've been smelling dough all day. In fact, I actually brought a couple of my whiskeys down to go to try to see, and that's what pops into my head.
There's his entertainment.
I'm trying to get better. I know I do. I hear what you're saying. There is a malt aspect to this, though.
I'm not getting crazy proof.
No, the second sip I didn't. It was probably just that first sip.
Of course, I figured this game out a little bit that you can't go.
No, you got to go.
Well, so they are baby sips. So is that throwing me off on the proof? But
I don't think we're just straight 80 though.
No, I would go 86.
I would swear. I was just gonna say, it does feel like the more I smell it now. It is that crust. That's actually throwing me. I think I am getting a malt on this though. And if not, it's definitely it smells so much like the dough downstairs.
I'm still going to lean, I think, towards Irish. 86. I don't know if we're finished in anything. I don't know if the Irish even do that, but
oh yeah, they do. You have the Lestau, the red breast is finished in stuff. This is actually very tasty.
It is. It is.
I'm actually liking it.
Yeah, it's not like the Isla or that side.
Yeah, I'm not getting any like where it leans more towards Scotch. It's definitely tasting. That third sip was actually very good. It's got a nice
almost like a
taste
and like a fruity finish.
I don't know about the finish, but I was almost going to say that on the front though. Let me try again. There's a nice sugary sweetness to that when you're rolling on your tongue. This is actually very tasty. But that's now.
And now is there a little more proof?
Well, I'm thinking there is. I said that. To me, It's almost giving me a hug.
It's probably because I'm doing like baby
It's
sips,
almost
and I'm
giving
not
me a
getting
hug.
too.
But there is a fruitiness to this. Could this be finished in
Well,
like a sherry or something?
That's what I was just leaning
But
towards.
it's super not dark though. But I'm wondering if this could be like a. I'm definitely getting it. I'm be so mad at myself. I'm talking myself out of the bourbon because I do get that it's a malt or that fresh bread dough. But again, I've been smelling it all morning.
I'm still leaning towards an Irish one. I'm going
to agree with you. I'm gonna say
would
Irish.
Would it be more 92?
I'm gonna say Irish. Well, could it be all the way up? Can it be 100? Could it be up to 100? Like it's not really drinking hot in any way. But it's drinking.
It does have.
I'd say an even 90 though. I think it'd have to be at least an even 90. It's not drinking hot.
I could go there.
It's giving me a little hug though. That's what's making me think
it
it's
also
hotter.
has that sweetness, which might take it away. But then
that's what I'm thinking.
Then is it finished in something?
Like I don't really remember when you did the cask strength Irish one. That was like 117, but I don't remember that drinking hot either.
No, it didn't.
You know what I mean? So this is like super sugary like that. That's why I'm only saying it doesn't drink hot at all in my mouth. No. It's sitting here
again,
though.
It's such baby sip too.
So. Right, but it's still giving me a little hug.
It does hold on.
So I'm actually thinking I'm going to go on a wild card then. I want to say.
You got to bump it up to 100?
I'm
going to stay at 90.
I'm thinking it could be like upwards of like even 105. Like it's giving me a little bit of a hug. So, I guess real low on one. I think, but it doesn't drink hot. I'm only thinking about the hug part of it. But, so I would say at least 100.
I'm thinking this might be finished in something.
Well, when you said the fruit, and I kind of, I'm trying to. It's not like a banana. It's not a cherry. It's almost like light and bright, like almost like a if you had like an orange zest or like a lemon zest when you get
or a white wine, which would be green grapes. I don't know. I'm thinking Irish 90. I think it's going to be finished.
I will agree with.
And
I'm going to say I'm not gonna. I want to be close on the proof. It's so This drink's good, but I'm trying to remember. We have 100 proof. I'm gonna say 100. I'm gonna go with 100 because we have the Bruichladdich. I think is 100 proof Scotch. So I know they have varies in proofs on some of the thing. I'm gonna say 100 just for fun. I'm
gonna say this is probably $60. It's probably.
I like the taste of this though. The
malt
and the sugar is actually delicious,
and a little fruitiness.
Yeah. I don't know if it is. I will agree with your finish because there is a fruitiness to this, and you don't usually get that with the thing. 60. That's a good average. I wouldn't have a problem at all with 60. I don't buy a lot of Irish, so I don't think this is cheap. You know what I mean, like the lower end at all.
If it is, then it's exceptional.
Oh no, exactly.
It would be one to run out and get. If this is only $30,
then it's a buy all day long. Yeah.
It's probably even higher than 60, but $59.99 would be ultimate price for me.
It's tough with the pricing because I don't really remember. You know what I mean, but. I will say, let's even find out if it's
like a Powers, one of the colors.
Let's see if even or like a green spot or something like that. One of the spots. It could be. I don't know. We could be totally wrong, and it's not even that.
Well, if it's bourbon, then we're really out the
lucky number 8. She wrote it upside down. Besides, but let's see what we were dealing with, and then we'll decide whether or not we would buy it ultimately. So, speaking of Powers, this would be a Powers 3 swallow. It is $49.99. He thinks it's Irish and it's 86.4 proof. So you damn near nailed it. You damn near nailed it.
I think that's the white one.
Again, you said you've seen so many different Powers.
Yeah, I think it's a white can.
I will self-confess. I usually do a flyby on the Irish because a lot of them, just to me, are not worthy.
I should have stuck it. You kept saying it's hot, but
Because I was getting a beautiful hug. The good part of it is, why? Where did you go? You only went to like 90 anyway.
I did.
Yeah. No, you definitely beat me on the proof. You even nailed powers, for Christ's sake. So that's a thing. So it was Irish. So we good thing. Thank you again, Danny. These are a ton of fun.
This is a tasty Irish.
This is actually, yeah. So at the price, he wasn't 100%. He wrote, I think, $49.99 for this flavor. Yeah. This is actually really good. And I like the fact that because when it gets down to 80 proof, so it drinks with the substance. But we said that about the original powers.
So it's not finished.
It's not finished.
I
don't know.
Yeah, what does the swallow mean? Or whatever.
3 swallow. I don't know. I'd have to actually look that one up. Right. I don't know. We just guessed on the finish that we don't know whether or not. When I look up the bottle, then you'll know whether or not. Because I usually try to take a picture of the bottle online and throw it up there. So I didn't do any research because I don't know what anything is. So
right.
I'll look up, get a picture of it later. But I don't know if it's finished or not. But at that price, we said this anyways. We have to start going back and looking.
I told you I've looked at them, and we do have a shitload of bourbon under there, and not really much Scotch.
We have a lot of Irish. We don't have we have a lot of single malts though. We got to start breaking into, and I know how much you love them too. So again,
this is actually a tasty Irish.
This is actually very good because, and for those of you that because a lot of the Irish we seem to venture towards the Scotch land. This doesn't bring you there at all. Yeah. This has a nice malty taste.
I'll put this. I'd say I'd enjoy this like with the Redbreast. We haven't even done the Redbreast red yet.
Ooh, that would be a tough one because I just remember that being a little bit more bourbon-esque. But this is super good.
No, yeah, well,
that wouldn't be a bad blind though if we ever go get these bottles. But that's the fun part of doing stuff like this is because it's enticing because it opens up on it. Again, I do a flyby on the Irish usually until we need some, but I know we have a handful over there, and but there is a difference, I guess, when you step it up in the price compared to, you know what I mean? Because a lot of the times when I do grab an Irish, it's like, all right, let's dust off the bottom shelf. And yeah, we're down on the bottom. So, well, there you go. Thank you again, Danny, for sending this in. And thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe.